The story is a lie. Don't build your life on a lie. The story is the mind's attempt to create a world that does not exist so that you can avoid facing the world that does. The story is your identity, your past, your future, your fears, your hopes, your fantasies, your narratives about other people, your narratives about yourself. All of it is fabrication. None of it is real. It is a lie you tell yourself in order to feel anchored, safe, exceptional, in control, or justified. The problem is not that the story is false. The problem is that you live as if it is true. The moment you believe the lie, you construct your entire life on a foundation that never existed. When I say the story is a lie, I mean your past is a lie, your future is a lie, your self-image is a lie, your self-doubt is a lie, your confidence is a lie, your victimhood is a lie, your heroism is a lie, your heartbreak is a lie, your glory is a lie. Everything you think about yourself is a curated hallucination. You are not living your life, you are living your thoughts about your life. That is a lie. When I say don't build your life on a lie, I mean do not construct your actions on something that exists only in your head. Do not make decisions based on memory and imagination. Do not imprison yourself inside interpretations of events that happened years ago. Do not worship an identity that is nothing more than accumulated psychological debris. Do not try to become a future self who is nothing more than a mental projection. Live from this moment, not from the myths your mind has invented. Because when you build your life on a lie, you will suffer endlessly. You will chase illusions. You will fear ghosts. You will react to fantasies. You will fight battles that are happening only in your mind. You will try to fix a life that only exists in narrative form. You will try to impress characters who exist only in your imagination. You will try to become someone who is nothing more than a thought. You will mistake your story for your existence. That is the tragedy of mankind. When the story collapses, life begins. Reality needs no story. Truth needs no narration. Presence needs no identity. The real begins when the lie ends. You cannot live fully until the story dies. You will chase illusions. How? Because your mind paints a picture of a lie that does not exist. When I make X amount of money, then I'll be fulfilled. When she comes back, everything will be fine. When I become this version of myself, I'll finally be enough. You chase a future that is a movie inside your head, not a reality outside your eyes. And because the movie shifts every day, you keep chasing a moving target. You run endlessly, but the finish line is in your imagination. That is chasing illusions. You will fear ghosts. How? You don't fear reality. You fear thoughts. What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if this person leaves? What if others think I'm not good enough? None of these things exist. They are mental shadows. But the body reacts as if they are real. You feel anxiety, tension, tightness, not because of life, but because of your imagination. That is fearing ghosts. You will react to fantasies. How? Someone doesn't reply to your message. You build a story. She is losing interest. She is talking to someone else. I did something wrong. Your mind creates a movie. You react emotionally to the movie. You suffer from something that never happened. This is reacting to fantasies. You will fight battles that are happening only in your mind. How? Look at all the internal battles. Should I do this or that? What if I choose wrong? Why did this happen? Why am I like this? You fight arguments with people who aren't in the room. You rehearse conversations that will never occur. You justify choices no one asked you to justify. You are in conflict with imaginary situations. These are battles of the mind, not of life. You will try to fix a life that only exists in narrative form. How? You imagine a problem and then spend years fixing it. Example, I'm not successful enough. Where did this come from? From a story comparing yourself to an idealized version of you, or I am broken because of my past. The past is a memory. The brokenness is a story added to the memory. You are fixing a hallucination. You will try to impress characters who exist only in your imagination. How? You imagine what people think about you. You try to impress them, but the people you are imagining are not real. They are your mental versions of them. You are performing for imaginary judges. This is one of the greatest tragedies. Performing your entire life for an audience that doesn't exist. You will try to become someone who is nothing more than a thought. How? You create an idealized image of future Tarun, disciplined, wealthy, and made perfect. Then you spend years trying to become him. But future Tarun lives only in your mind. He does not exist anywhere else. You chase the version of yourself that is fictional. You chase a thought. You will mistake your story for your existence. How? You confuse. Your memories is with you. Your narratives is with you. Your identity is with you. Your mind is with you. Your thoughts is with you. You forget the simple truth. The one who watches the story is not the story. When the mind collapses its stories into your sense of self, you become imprisoned in a psychological maze. You live as a character in your own fiction. This is the tragedy of mankind. The human being becomes lost in the movie he himself is projecting. A story is what the mind invents because it cannot face the nakedness of life. The mind is terrified of the fact that there is nothing to hold on to. No script, no guarantees. No, this is who I am. No, this is where I'm going. So it manufactures a narrative, a storyline, to give itself the illusion of solidity. Stories are illusions because they are interpretations, not facts. Two people can live in the same moment and create two completely different stories about it. This means the story is not the moment, it is an overlay created by the mind. Your past is a lie. How? Because you never remember the event, you remember your interpretation of the event. Every time you recall it, you add emotion, you delete details, you exaggerate something, you justify something, you reinterpret motives, you change the meaning. Memory is not a recording, it is a reconstruction. So the past you suffer from is not the past, it is the story your mind built around the past. That is why your past is a lie. Your future is a lie. How? Because it doesn't exist. Everything you think about the future is imagination, prediction, fear, fantasy, projection. Your mind creates a movie about what will happen, and you react emotionally to that movie. You suffer from events that haven't occurred. This is why your future is a lie. Your self image is a lie. How? Your image of yourself is built from one teacher's comment, one heartbreak, one failure, one compliment, your parents' expectations, your comparisons with others, cultural conditioning. It is a patchwork of random influences. It is not you, it is the mind's description of you, and a description is not reality. Your self doubt is a lie. How? You doubt yourself because you believe, I'm not capable. But this belief came from someone's opinion, a past failure, a childhood moment, internalized fear. None of those define your actual capability. Self doubt is a recycled story from past interpretations. It has no factual basis in this moment. Your confidence is a lie. How? Because confidence is also a story. When you perform well, you create the story. I'm confident. When you fail, you create the story. I lost confidence. But confidence is merely a temporary emotional state, shaped by external outcomes, influenced by mood, hormones, sleep, circumstances. It has nothing to do with your essence. Confidence is as fabricated as doubt. Your victimhood is a lie. How? You suffer not because of what happened, but because of the story you tell about what happened. Victimhood is a mental position, not a reality. Two people can face the same event, one breaks, one becomes stronger. If the event were the cause, they both break or both rise. The reaction comes from the mind, not the incident. Your victimhood lives only in thought. Your heroism is a lie. How? Your mind creates a narrative. I overcame this, I am strong, I am special. But this too is only a story. It is the ego manufacturing significance. Being heroic is not who you are, it is a narrative added on top of your actions. The action was real, the story of heroism is interpretation. Your heartbreak is a lie. How? Heartbreak is mostly story. I lost something special. It should have been different. This meant something about me. This person was the one. None of this is fact, it is narrative. The pain is real, the meaning is invented. Your suffering comes from the meaning, not the event. Your glory is a lie. How? Any success is immediately decorated by the mind. I am superior, I am better, I have finally become someone. But this has nothing to do with reality. It is the ego digesting success into identity. The accomplishment is real. The story of glory is fabricated. Everything you think about yourself is a curated hallucination. How? Your thoughts about yourself are collected from society, shaped by others, influenced by culture, modified by past experience, filtered through emotion, constantly changing. You did not choose your self image. It was built for you, then adopted by you. It is not you, it is an edited hallucination. You are not living your life, you are living your thoughts about your life. How? Because every moment is filtered through interpretation. You don't see life, you see your narrative of life. Example: you go for a run, reality running, story: I'm improving, I'm slow, people are watching, I'm not good enough, I'm disciplined. You are not running anymore, you are thinking about running. Same with the gym, work, money, relationships, your body, your future, your past. You replace experience with thought. That is the lie. So there is nothing to fix because the one who believes he is broken is part of the story. There is nothing to become because the one you are trying to become is a projection of the story. There is nothing to heal because the wound exists only inside the story. There is nothing to understand because understanding belongs to thought and thought belongs to the story. There is only this moment, untouched by memory, uninfected by imagination, free of identity. If you stop feeding the story dies. And when the story dies, you do not become someone new. You simply return to what you always were before the life began. That is freedom.